Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is our first video for the 7-day challenge, resting in your bliss, breaking the spell of your life. So that's the whole thing. That's the point, is we're breaking the spell that who you are and what you think you are, this false self, is actually not real. Relevant, your experience is relevant, but not real. So this video is an intro video. I'm gonna explain a little bit about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and then at the end, I'm going to give you your very first challenge to start immediately. Okay, so why are we doing this? What, duh, bliss, amazing, right? You have each been called to this challenge, whatever, this exercise that we're doing for 7 days because your soul said yes, 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 and it got excited and did a little happy dance inside, right? You don't even need to know why. But basically, it is my mission and work in the world to help you remember who you really are, right? Which is not this body, which is not this experience. It doesn't mean that it's not relevant. It is, because we're here and we're having it. So of course it is. And we offer so much love and grace and honor to that experience. But can we do it without attaching to it, without having expectation, without being attached to any outcome, to anything, and just following our higher self's guidance? Ooh, can we do that? Can we just follow our intuition in full and total faith and trust without a fear and a doubt? Yes, we can. And so that's what this week is about, is resting in that blissful state that you are. Okay, so the benefit, what are you going to get out of this week? I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone, and I'm sure it's going to be surprising to me and to you, but my intention is to offer you and invite you into this space of seeing things, perceiving things, and feeling things, and being in the world completely differently, so that you can be the earth leader that you came here to be. Because if you're here, you are leading, you are part of this guiding humanity to our fourth density, right? To more love, to more understanding, to more awakening, to more light. And first, you yourself need to be able to rest in that light fully and really know your own infinite nature, your own power. So we are, the whole like foundation of this is we are in a beautiful dream, an illusion that you have created every experience that you have, right? You are the creator. But it goes so far beyond just like law of attraction, in which that's great, right? What we put out, we get back. Who you are is what you see in the world. And you are being guided, you are being led by this space, this higher self that you are, this source, God, all that is, whatever you want to call it. But unless you can rest in that, everything else is kind of useless. So can you fully shed the person, the false self, the ego that you think you are? And that means everything, right? So this first day, we're going to just get it all out. We're going to do our best to shed everything right away, or at least look at what we can shed, what's possible to shed, so that any action, any inspired action, comes from the place of total and complete just sinking down into what I call reality 3.0, and there'll be more on that later, and also ultimately in the course that I'm doing, right? In this place of full faith, not just trusting everything's going to be okay, but having a knowingness that every step that you take through your life, when you're following what you know, your knowingness, that it is in the highest good, not only of yourself, but of everybody. So when you follow your own joy and excitement and lights inside, regardless of if it makes sense, regardless of if how you think people are going to judge you or whatever else, whatever other thoughts, right? Knowing that it is actually in the highest good of all, because you are tapped into the soul of the universe, right? We are all one. We are really all connected. There is no separation here. But we know that, but can you be that in the world? Can you truly be that? So that's what we're going to be working on this week. We're actually going to shred the bullshit, right? And this can be uncomfortable, and your ego's going to come up and be like, oh my God, no way. I don't want to do that. That's scary, or whatever, right? That's okay. That's part of the process. So we're getting out of the head here, and we're moving down or up into the expanded place of limitless possibilities for you, for the world, for everyone, and getting ourselves in a state of a higher vibration, and a really high vibration. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, so here's what you want to do this week. Carve out some time every morning to watch this video, or evening, whatever works for you. Write down the challenge. Have a place, a space, a journal, a notebook where you're going to write this stuff down. Write it down. I'm going to also do it in the comments, right? Just very briefly. And then I want you to record your experience throughout the day, whether that's a voice thing or, a journal. And then I want you to share with us, sum it up the best you can. Okay, so challenge number 1. I'm trying to be as quick as I can, y'all. Challenge number 1. Here's what I want you to do. You can do it tonight. You can do it in the morning. Carve out some time. And this could take 5 minutes. It could take 30 minutes. I want you to write down all the things you think are true about yourself, right? It can be the bullshit stories, the limiting stories. Oh, I can't do this because XYZ, someone else is doing it better. I'm not good enough. I can never have that much money because I never have. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that means. It could be, I'm a morning person, right? I need coffee to get started in the morning. Those are all bullshit stories, people. It doesn't mean that you can't engage in them. It's just, can we bring it all out into the light, all that awareness, right? Me and my sister don't get along, right? That could be one. It could be, oh, I'm a human in a human body. And, I'm attached to how my hair looks or how my body is. It could be, I want you to also write down not only your stories about yourself and what you believe are true, but also your attachments. So that's the second part. So you're writing down all your stories, and even the stories like, I need to exercise. I need to take supplements. I need to drink this much water. I'm not saying to not do these things. We're just putting it all out there so we can be curious, because everything, as Bentinho says, is a permission slip. So you're giving yourself a permission slip to be hydrated by drinking water, but it's all a story, because none of this it's just an illusion, right? So we don't actually need those things, but of course we are collectively in the consciousness that we do, right? We need to still eat food and drink water and all of those things. I'm not saying not to do that. But write down the things you think are true, because I want you to then be curious about them, right? So you're going to write down all the things you think are true, all the stories about yourself. Oh, I can't do things, at this time of day because I'm too tired, or whatever it is. And then write down your attachments, your loved ones, all the things that if you were to, if your body was to transition right now, what would you be like? Oh, but that thing, I want that. Even if it's your spiritual journey, even if it's the work you want to do in the world, all the things you're attached to, right? We just want to get them out there so that you can look at it. Oh, wow, what am I attached to? What am I believing about myself? So you're going to get all that out on paper, and then we're going to be curious about it. We're going to explore it. We're going to ask, is this true? What else is possible? And there will be certain things that are relevant for your experience in this lifetime. Yes, it is relevant for me. I like to get 8 hours of sleep a night. That's one of mine. Like, I like 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Does my body need it? No, I can live without it, but I like it. So I'm going to keep that one, right? So there are certain things that are relevant, and that's okay. And if they're not relevant, they'll be part of your experience. So we're going to look at that and ask what else is possible here, right? And we, of course, want to ask what else is possible around the ones that create discomfort for us, around the ones that, or just that we're on autopilot about. Even the tiny, tiny shift can be so huge for you. So, because you were not. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. My connection cut off, but I'll make this super quick. I know this is the longest video, about 10 minutes. And every day after this, I'm going to make it as short as possible. So 5 minutes or less, I promise, maybe even shorter. But I just wanted to tell you the last little bit of your challenge is write all that stuff down, and we're going to explore it. And every hour on the hour, whether you do it, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 9:30, 10, it doesn't matter. You can even set yourself a timer. Every hour on the hour, you're going to pause. You're going to ask yourself, what am I believing right now to be true about myself or the world? And we're not judging it. We're not saying it's bad or wrong or whatever. We're accepting and loving everything. We're just being curious about it. We're saying, what would it be like if I could let that go or drop that just in this moment, right? That is our day 1 challenge. So get your stuff written out. Every hour on the hour, you're going to bring awareness to that point. I'm going to leave this in the comments below just quickly, but also if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment, and I cannot wait to see your experiences just from this first day. Okay, so much love. Aloha. Talk to you soon.